Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas Pre-Market Show for Thursday, November the 20th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Now, William is not here to let me know you guys can hear me and see my screen, so somebody else has the honors. Thank you, RC Bremen and Mike, etc. Somebody in YouTube, if you can help me out there. Also, if you can hear me and see my screen in YouTube, just let me know. All right, guys. Well, NVDA obviously did not disappoint. NVIDIA released earnings after hours yesterday, and that, of course, has caused the entire market to go crazy this morning. SPY's up 10 and a half points right now. NVIDIA, that's a big move. I mean, 5% with 23 billion in the float. So it did not disappoint. So thank you, Snowman, in our YouTube room. Thank you very much. So yeah, so I have here are my gap downs and here are my gap ups. Okay, so nice to see you this morning. Now, how long will this last? I don't know. Let's hope we don't get a big fade today, but at least at the beginning of the day, we've got a bunch of stocks that are just moving higher. PACS, this is actually an earnings play. It may have been up anyway. I'm sure it's 58%, 39 million in the float. So this is an earnings play, PACS. Minder, MNDR. So yeah, I mean, this got all the way up to 644. It's come right back down to 267. It is still up 61%. Very low float. Singaporean stock. Don't see any news on it. Give me one moment. Just give me one. I'm sorry, guys. Just rearranging something. Okay. What else? We've got CRNC. Another earnings play. CRNC is an earnings play. Interesting. Right at the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is 1010, so it's just a little bit above the 200-day moving average. And that is CRNC. The next high looking left is 1052, so there is some room, but of course the big cherry on top would be right up here around 1163. Okay, so if it can really get some traction, I mean, I know it's up 26%, but holding over 10 and holding over the 200-day moving average. So have to wait and see once 9:30 happens. Is it going to keep moving? Not seeing Walmart. So Walmart was an earnings play. Must be out of the price range. Yeah. Well, actually, no, it's not out of the price range. I'm surprised I don't see it anywhere. So anyway, yeah, you're right. Walmart had a interesting reaction, to say the least. So it had a drop down to 98, but it is now positive, up 3%. WMT, big level right here, about 104, and then the next one 104.15. So okay, that's a 103.93, and then this one is 104. Takes out 104, guys. You've got room to 106. Not saying it's getting there, of course, but at least it's got a little bit of room on top. Here's an earnings play, not doing well. Bath and Body Works, a BBWI. Always was surprised that these guys always seem to do. Now, maybe it's not quite the same business, but Bed Bath and Beyond, with Bath and Body Works, still were surviving. But anyway, this is an earnings play, and now this is a lifetime low. So BBWI has to be watched. Has to be watched. This is a lifetime low, guys. BBWI. So I'm thumbnailing that one for sure. Oh, well, I've been doing YouTube for many months now. I used to do it all the time, RC, and we started, but I've been doing it for many months. Why? Because two different ways to get in. Some people like to just go into YouTube. It's easy. No interaction really amongst traders. Just another way to stream the product. That's all. SLMT. This is clobbered down on a financing. Odd is an earnings play. ODD is an earnings play. So they're fairly low float, 35 million Israeli stock, earnings play up 18%. The main goal, mainly to see whether or not the market doesn't fade. I mean, can it hold these lofty gains? That's a big pop. 10 points on the SPY. Now, don't lose track of the star of yesterday. SGBX. It got up to $7, a little over $7. The next high is 731. A couple of highs there. So it's up 12%. What a day it had. Yeah, so here you go. Safe and Green shifts focus to energy and exits the home building to boost shareholder value. So no, I didn't know they were a home builder, or not sure what they. Our profile will probably, yeah, it's design and construction services. Okay, so they're abandoning that, and they're going to be an energy company. BWI just made a low, guys, taking out 17 now. Remember, there's no, well, when I say that there's no support in terms of chart support, this is an all-time low, and it can shoot. Almost wanted to take it on that 17 break, but it's too late now. All right, ALLT. This is an earnings play also. Yeah, another Israeli company, a fairly low float, 39 million in the float. Another earnings play, ALLT. Okay, guys, I'm just looking some of my thumbnail charts from yesterday to see if there's anything interesting. Did I mention MAGN? I think I did. MAGN. Yeah, it's an earnings play. Yeah, just over 10. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Got up to 1274, back down to 10. It's just underneath the VWAP right now. Yeah, Antonio, well, I don't know what to say about that in terms of the product being expensive. We're having a Black Friday sale coming up, or Thanksgiving sale coming up starting tomorrow. They're 25% off the first month only, or 25% off an annual standard, or you can get 30% off our premium annual. But I don't have any control over that. SMCI, guys, SMCI. Now I think this is just being moved because of NVDA. I don't think there's any specific news. I mean, they're talking about participating in some upcoming investor events. No, I've never traded in NVIDIA. I'm actually surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. This is only up 10%. So again, if you want to, if you think this is pretty expensive, compared to this is pretty expensive, even NVDL. So if you want to take advantage of NVIDIA, if you really think NVIDIA is going to keep moving, you'll get double the move here, two times the long. BAIG. This is the BBAI. So some of the obviously the AI plays are getting a lift from NVIDIA. How about AI itself? Little, not much. NVDX, okay, NVDX. You're right, it is cheaper. It's a two timer also. It's on the trades on the bat, so it shouldn't matter. Look at the spread. Yeah, 2012, 2013. I just was speaking about SGBX, guys, and here it goes. So it's right at yesterday's high, which is 717, a little bit below it. When you look left, the next high is 738. There's a high there of 729. There's a high there of 780. I mean, it still has a little bit of room. I mean, there's 780, I suppose, a possibility. And even if it took out 780, then you got 841. You got all these little areas. Well, I think didn't I? I think I read that Nvidia accounts for 7% of the SPY or even more. Look at SGBX going. So it's taking this out. The next high looking left is 780. Was this yes? I don't even know if this was yesterday's news. I don't know if this is yesterday's news because I don't recall seeing this about they're exiting the home construction business or home building and getting into energy. How I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, all the most of the semis are going to be going crazy. SMH, I'm sure SMH is. Yeah, I mean, SMH, of course, the semis. So Nvidia. We talked about SMCI. Here is Fossil, guys. Now, I don't know. Look left. It would really have to take out 258 if it could take out 258. I guess the news on this one, some Officer Martin, about 56,000 shares, 100,000, sorry, 56,000, yeah, 56,000 shares, which amounted to $100,000 worth of Fossil. That was disclosed. Yeah, this dragonfly, not to be confused with dragonfly, but dragonfly, probably dragon. This is a last name. So maybe I'm going to call it dragonfly. So the next high on a weekly chart is around 9. This is a drone manufacturer. A nice short. It was a nice short, yeah. It's going to is a volatile stock because of that float, 39 million in the float. But that is a great short if you got it anywhere close to up here. It's about a $4 move, $3 move. All right, with the market was up mildly yesterday. So let's take a look at XLE. So I'm take a look at some of the major sectors. XLE. So actually, this is the first little drop we've had. XLE now, getting XLE was kind of holding while the market was doing all this. XLE, the energy sector, was kind of holding. Healthcare, still strongest sector in my opinion. Looking at the 200-day moving average and did not drop like most of the sectors were dropping over the last few days. XLB materials, which is one that was underneath, still underneath the 200-day. Financials. Now, let's see if financials popped over the 200-day. Yeah. See, it's been flirting with it. You can see it's been flirting. It did close above it. Financials. Yeah, there's that green line right there. Industrials. That is one ugly chart, guys. Jeez, that is an ugly, ugly daily chart. Little nicer on a weekly, but pretty ugly looking daily chart for XLI industrials. Retail, that's the other big one, guys. With the heavy retail system or season coming now. So you can see, I mean, the last couple of days, it has touched the 200-day moving average. It did close above it both days, but getting close. Okay, give me one moment, guys. But guys, I'm gonna have to put myself on. What time is it now? 9:19. I'm gonna have to put myself on mute for a couple of minutes. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, 9:21. So a couple of minutes. I'm going to get my 9:30 layout up and running. A little pullback now for SGBX. Actually, after hours yesterday, it did get up to 788. I didn't see that. 790 or so. The next high up here, yeah, so it got up a little bit above that high. So the next high would have been 837. Low float. My gap scanner should be pretty active today. Now we may get a lot of gap up and down, gap up and reverses though, depending on what the market does. I mean, if the market can hold, I think a pretty important area is this 668 area. And that'd be a $5 drop or $6 drop from where it is. But well, Bitcoin is up 1,800. I know IBIT is up. You're saying BTC is not green. Yeah, I do see Nanox on a NanoX imaging on a list. The next high is 364. To me, there's just too many little areas that get stalled. But again, I don't. You never know. I mean, it's up 17%, trading higher after the company reported better than. So it is. Oh, it's an earnings play. Okay, that answers that. So it's an earnings play, and NOX is an earnings play. All right, guys, want to get the layout I'm going to use once the market opens. In my 9:30 layout. Stop the surfing. Okay, guys. So what you're seeing here, this is just the top six. The previous screen had the top 15 in the pre-market actives up. These are the top six. Let's see if there's anything I did not talk about. AUID, AUID. Right up 27%. Low float, 13 million. Here we go. Okay, not a bad day to put NVIDIA in the news or in your press release. So joins in NVIDIA Connect to advance enterprise and AI agent security, innovation, and opportunity. So that is, I don't know if they waited for NVIDIA to have earnings and wanted to make sure they were good before they put out that little press release. Anyway, that is the reason for AUID's pop. Wonder how many companies are involved in NVIDIA Connect in that program. Hoth, the same. Yeah, the same. Hoth Therapeutics accepted into the NVIDIA Connect program. Again, I wonder how many companies. Yeah, not much of a pop. And I think I did talk about the CRNC. Yeah, Cerence. It's an earnings play. Just underneath now the 200-day moving average. Let's put a price alert just a little bit above it. See if it gets reclaims 10 again. This shortable for me. It is shortable, 1 million shares. So if it wants to drift down, when I say 1 million shares, that's how many I have available to me at Interactive Brokers. I can only speak for Interactive Brokers. And then here's one I know I didn't talk about, CRWG. CRWG. This is the, so a double, two-time. So you want to go long. This is a crowd weave or core weave. Crowd weave, core weave. Yeah. So if you thought, oh, okay, there's the CRNC guys now over 10. Not a great spread, 998, 10, 12. The spread just tightens sort of. So this is core weave. Sorry, this was core weave. This is a two-timer. So what do I mean by that? So core weave is up about, the stock itself is up about 11.5%. Okay, and this is double that. And just give me one more, please. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so your CRNC. Boy, what a pop it had, all the way up to 1060. That high right there is 1052, so it's just a little bit underneath that. I mean, if it kicks that out, 1167, 1167. That is the next high. Saying it's going to get there, of course, but a lot of room now. CRNC. All right, guys, we've got about 40 seconds before 9:30. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this. This will start to populate pretty soon. Okay, my compare count, my movers to the upside versus the movers to the downside. Nothing will happen in this window until at least 9:45, and that is by design. Look at, whoa, boy! I remember I wanted to take that Bath and Body Works underneath 17. It is just sinking, guys. BBWI now at 1576. Look at the rippage on this thing, this CRNC. Okay, there's the Walmart. So Walmart now, a little bit of this high. So the next high looking left is 106.41 if you're into that. This is what I do if I want to clear it. So the question was how to clear all the price alerts in one move. So here's my price alerts window. If I wanted to get rid of everything right now, all I have to do is just highlight, keep moving down, 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 down. Okay, I'm not going to do that, of course. So I highlighted them all, and then right click, and delete. Okay, 48. I'm not going to do it, of course, but that's how you can do it all at once. Okay. Speaking of a price alert, CBMT that triggered. I didn't put that today for when I put that. CMBT, sorry. All right, market. What are you doing? So we've got still a blue bar here, positive bar. Again, I typically do not trade in the first 15 minutes. I do try to let things settle down a little bit. I run the risk, of course, that some stock just keeps moving. No, I think this one was from yesterday. KSCP. KSCP. I put a price alert, I think, on a 5 break. Yeah, I don't like it as much now. No volume either. No volume, only 28,000 shares. Okay, a little bit of a bounce now for BBWI, a little bit of a bounce. Let's see if it's short lived. Okay, the D Pro that we were watching earlier, D Pro in the pre market, it is holding 8. A lot of volume just coming in now. Look left, 839. That's almost where it got to. So if it takes out 839, it has room to 9. If it can take this out again, it has room to 9. 9 looks like it could easily stall, though. You've got about 3 days around that area. There's the SGBX guys. High today, 751. High up here, 783. Low float, guys. Okay, yeah, 5 million in the float. So you know it's going to be it's volatile. All right, let's take a look at a red one here. Solar. I wonder if all the I wonder if the solars are getting somewhat hit. This is wow, big area for it to try to hold. But let me take a look at the solar ETF to see if the solars are being sold off today. Not really. So CSIQ trading on its own compared to the sector. So this guy, well, this is the only reason, but I mean, the director filing to sell 2,200 shares. I guess that's causing a little bit of Mizuho also downgraded them yesterday after hours. Coors, see, boy, I haven't seen this one for a while. See, remember these days? This was a rocking stock. CORZ, Coors. Wow, lots of room, guys. 1785 next high, about $1 to the next high. Again, not saying it's getting there. Right, BVWI now is it looks like it's trying to give up 16 again. BVWI, a little pop. Well, look at SMCI now, guys. This was ripping earlier because of NVDA, but it's starting to give some of that up. The market is still strong, though. Market is not giving anything up yet. Take a look at NVIDIA. Okay, so NVIDIA is starting to fade a little bit, not a huge amount. The high was 195. Guys, SGBX is still looking to maybe get up into this area. 777. Jack in the Box is also an earnings play, guys. Jack in the Box is an earnings play. 1583 is the next highs. That's what it got you today. Look left, a couple of highs right there. Takes that out if it can. 1583. The next high is 1696. So why not just put a price alert at the high and just see if it can get back up there? It's a low float, 16.8 million in the float, so it is a low float. Not much volume yet. There's the AUID, guys. Getting into the NVDA connectivity program. So keep an eye on it. I mean, right now it's right at the VWAP, okay? But it's got room, 266. It's got a little bit of room on a percentage basis, a lot of room on a percentage basis. It's right at the VWAP now. This looks good, guys. I mean, look at the volume. Volume is stellar. 35 million shares, 13 million in the float, 35 million have traded, 36 now, 11,200. Somebody asked me about the relative volume yesterday, and I was saying how it can get really skewed at the beginning of the day. A stock that doesn't trade that much, and all of a sudden has a big explosion in volume. So that 11,038, what that means, that's a ratio. Excuse me. So it's trading 11,038 times normal, what it would normally have done. Oh, look at the SGBX guys popping. SGBX popping. Popping. Now that number will start to come down, as the volume is less intensive. But it's time sensitive, so that's why you can get some wild relative volumes in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because it looks at what it has done on average, at a certain time. So at 9:40. I'm waiting for my this one, guys, the gap continuation or reversal. The 4 scans that are in here, and it'll create a watch list for me for the day. Well, it was pretty wild, guys. Look what happened with the CRNC. Yes, it got up to 1060, came right back down to 999, and then right back up through the now it's through the 200-day moving average. SGBX got halted. Yeah, got halted. Volatility halt. Fossil. Now the move in Fossil, I think, is because some insider, some officer bought $100,000 worth of Fossil, OSL. So it still has a little bit of room. 289 is the next high. MAGN, okay, it's still got as high as 1253. It is now at 1137, so that's a pretty big pullback. You can see the opening at 9:30. It got up there almost to the pre-market high. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in love with this NNOX. The reason being is when I look left, I just see all these little areas it could stall. So I know it's an AI alert. It may rip. I mean, it's an earnings play, so it may rip. But I just look left and I see all these little areas it could stall. So that's why I'm not that interested in it. Jack. Okay, Jack. Taking out these highs now. This is an earnings play. It does have some room. $17. It's actually got a lot of room. It's a low float, 16.8 million in the float. And waiting for now 940. 10 seconds is 9:45. Not saying we may not get anything in here right at 9:45, but just waiting to see what might happen. So here we go. Here's a gap up. That's what I was kind of thinking. We might get a lot of gap up and reverses, like a lot of them. The market gap that is gapped up. Here's obviously the market gapped up. Yeah, it's going crazy now. Here's the SGBX. This is not a gap up and reverse, of course. But look at all the gap up and reverses. Just stocks that were sailing, but now starting to reverse. As opposed to a gap down and reversal play. Here's VIPS, VIPS. Earnings play, VIPS is an earnings play. Yeah, so many. It's really not that great to have so many hit you all at once. But when the market gaps up so much, you can expect stocks are going to. I don't mean they're going to reverse all day, but at the time of the alert, they were moving down. Olma, guys. Okay, now this is a gap up and go. Now this Olma has been a crazy one the last couple of days. Obviously has room. 23, almost $24. Excuse me, was the high yesterday. So here's a day in which I definitely glad I got my don't repeat. So this is just showing me the stocks that are showing up, but not over and over and over again. So I can, well, there's the NNOX, guys. So it is starting to move. Okay, CRNX. Sorry, CRNC. Okay, guys, CRNC. This is from the Gap Up and Go. See how well it holds 10 or 11. I'm sorry. Definitely interested in it. Holding 11. Why? Because when you look left, it's got some room. It's an earnings play, I believe. Yes. Hey guys, waiting on this CRNC. Want to see if it gets back over 11. Put a price alert in that area. See if it gets back over 11. What about TSSI? Okay, I haven't seen TSSI, but yeah, actually, it's pretty interesting. I mean, the next high looking left is 952. It's sort of, you'd be chasing it now, but at least it's trying to bounce off the bottoms here. Meanwhile, the market, well, I don't know if NVIDIA, what is NVIDIA? Okay, there's the CRNC guys right back over 11 or right at 11. Is it, well, NVIDIA may be sinking a bit. I don't know. I haven't got it up and running, of course, but the market is not caring right now. Or were you being facetious? Boy, I'm just waiting on this CRNC guys to see if it's back over 11. Hmm. Boy, this was a wonderful one from yesterday, and it's right at the high of yesterday. Okay, so you know what? 1407 is the high of yesterday. The next high is 1529. This is one I did not take yesterday, and I should have. So let's. This showed up in this scan also. So same sort of thing. I'm kind of waiting to see how well it holds over 14. Holding well. All right, CRNC again back at 11. BNR. No, this is the energizer, right? Okay, so it's at the low. The other one that was really active was this Agio. Okay, guys. Hmm. Wow, it's all set to buy the EOSE. I missed it by a penny, so I was going to up it by a penny, but I'm noticing it's just dropping a little bit now. So I'm going to hold on just a little bit here. I'm going to put a price alert around 14.15 again. Yeah, starting to see like a lot of fades now. Okay, EOSE. Agio, I want to see what this Agio is doing. It's very extended, I'm sure, but hmm. All right, guys, this is a test. Can you guys hear me? Did we get disconnected? Did the media server disconnect? Can you guys still hear me?